Hello everybody, welcome back to 7 Days. We are in the 2.1b7 season of 7 Days. Means we are playing the Storm's Brewing update. And despite last week's absolute and utter chaos, we are back this week to attempt it yet again. I am gonna go ahead and say that there is some sort of oddness going on with the save file for this game, and I don't know exactly what it is that is causing it. All I can say is if you are playing this version and somewhere on your PC you have another version of 7 Days, make sure you go through and verify your file for 7 days before you start playing. I think that's what was causing some problems. There's a data corruption, something or another that is happening. I don't know exactly what it is, but given all of the other problems with this particular update and all of my complaints, we're just going to continue on and we're going to play this version. As such, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys know I turned down the difficulty back down to Nomad instead of Warrior, and I have turned down the speed on the zombies because apparently the biome-specific zombie during the storms doesn't actually mean the biome-specific zombie as in the plague spitter for this particular biome or the Bernie boy for the other biome. It means all zombies. I don't know why they just didn't say all zombies go up to nightmare speed. I'm not sure why that's written the way it is, but that's apparently the way it is. And we have kamikaze locusts? What is it that comes out of the mummy's mouth? I have no idea. Whatever that thing is, we have those. And we haven't even gotten up to the frost troll of the snow biome, so I just turned down the difficulty thinking maybe I bit off more than I can chew. Which is probably, suffice it to say, I have invested way too much time and effort into a version of the game that just does not exist the way that I wish it did. As in it was actually what it was touted to be. But we're just going to go on from all that negativity, guys. We're just going to brush it off. And we're going to throw it over there. We are working on our cement mixer because we need to start putting together a horde base. I am working on the iron. And I have no springs and I have no mechanical parts because we just moved up here and got ourselves sorted. I have absolutely none, though. I mean, I have an engine, but I actually need that engine to make this. And I probably need a secondary engine because I eventually want to go up to the motorcycle ASAP. So, we should probably work on those springs and those mechanical parts. And one way to do that is to try and do a mission, guys. Without the game crashing. And sending me back to the beginning. Don't we have a mission? Yes, yes we do. We have a mission for the Poopy Pants Daycare Center. Which should also have us some books, because in the apocalypse, that is what you do. You read the books and you like it. Let's go ahead and check all these vehicles. There's a lot of vehicles in the parking lot, and 9 times out of 10, whenever you start up, you'll learn that the vehicles that are inside a parking lot, they do get changed out whenever you hit the button. But they won't always be a searchable vehicle. Like right now, I've got 1, 2, 3 vehicles in this parking lot. I think that one counts for this parking lot too, so that'd be 4 vehicles that I can currently check. If I hit the button right there, all these vehicles may not be searchable anymore. They might be broken down vehicles, and therefore I would not be able to search them. So definitely do a preliminary search of the vehicles so that you can make sure you're getting your loots. And also break down the vehicles if you are looking for the stuff and things that those vehicles might contain. And like, we do need the mechanical parts. And like I said earlier, we kind of need another engine if I want to get myself a motorcycle, which is what I'm pushing for next time, to try and make my next move even easier. I still don't know exactly what I needed to do other than perhaps my first trip out there, I needed to make sure to get all of the items I needed to make several of them. I know that I could have gone into the biome a little bit at a time and slowly worked on that, but the fact is I also need plague spitters, and plague spitters were not in that particular area, so I needed to go deeper in to find them because they changed the spawn of them. So that is a thing. Also, in my last video, was it my last video? I don't know. Last week was like a month by itself. The whole thing just stretched on forever and ever, and it never ended until my torture was complete. So, I'm not exactly sure, but somebody said I should probably have read the patch notes because it would have answered all of my questions, and I was like, no, it's not actually going to answer my questions because the patch notes don't include everything, and they don't always word it properly to make sure that you actually know what is going on In some cases, intentionally so you don't know what's going on. And some things are simply never included in the patch notes. There are changes that have existed for several versions that were never in any patch notes. They were just a change that happened. So, yes, I will randomly ask questions about things, mostly to gauge other people's experiences too, because, like I said earlier, the reason why I turned it down is to find out that the storms were actually basically a mini horde night that lasts for a couple of hours. It's not the biome specific, and biome specific meaning the creature that exists here that doesn't exist elsewhere would be biome specific. That terminology seems to have been used improperly, but now we know that it's actually all of the creatures during that will turn up to nightmare speed and everything else like that. So, reading the patch notes, guys, I would say not just read the patch notes. I would say confer with your friends, get into a Discord, chit-chat with the way things are working and stuff like that. It's not just the patch notes you have to worry about, it's the changes that the patch notes don't mention, the wording of the patch notes, how it actually plays in the game. And because this is still not a full version of the game, there are still bugs. Just because it works this way doesn't necessarily mean this is the way it's supposed to work. And therefore getting outside points of view on how things are happening, how things are working, definitely recommend it. I got veggie stew, ma'am. How you doing? I have unlocked the savage tools. Schmack, schmack, you have been a bad girl. Let's finish going through here so we can get moving on, because I want to get ourselves up to the next biome. I know we just got here, and I know that it was really bad and complicated getting here, but I am already plotting our next biome progression badge just as soon as possible. Hi, ma'am. How are you? Come on. Zap. There we go. There we go. There we go. Hi, how are you? Anyway, sometimes bugs happen. And I also wanted it to be like a, where was I at? I was in one of the buildings. I have already forgotten which building it was, like I said. That last week lasted a month. But in one of the biomes, in one of the buildings that I went into, I had a storm hit and I had everything running. I was under the understanding that it was only a specific type of zombie that would be moving fast. And I was keeping my eyes out for him, but it wasn't just that zombie, it was other zombies too, aside from the rad zombies. And then I saw a regular zombie moving really fast, and I'm like, wait, are all zombies moving at this speed during this time? Because that I was not aware of. That is not the way that it reads. And I thought that was a bug. So I went and talked to folks to find out whether or not they had experienced it, and a lot of the content creators are saying, no, they haven't experienced it. This isn't a thing. And I'm like, that's weird, because people in my comment section are saying that, yes, of course, that's exactly what it means. This is the way it's happening. I'm like, there is some sort of, I don't know what going on, but the communication is not right. Something's happening. I don't know what it is. Hi, Ed. Is he just gonna hang out there? Okay. Come on, my dude. Okay. Anyway, some people were under the understanding that, yes, indeed, it is all of the zombies, and other people are like, no, it's not all the zombies, it's only these zombies. And I'm like, okay, all of these things cannot be true at the same time. Is it all zombies or just some zombies that are supposed to be moving fast? And oddly enough, I can't get a consensus on the way that it reads and the way that it works. Not everybody's game is working the same, which makes me think that there's some sort of a bug going on. So you guys, hit me up in the comment section and let me know. If you are playing with storms on, are all of your zombies moving at their maximum speed, or is it just like biome-specific zombies? Obviously, your ferals are going to be moving fast, and your rads and stuff like that will be moving fast. But if you're in a storm, and like your normal zombies are moving just as fast as the other ones, I would like to know, because that to me seems like a bug. Here, let's read this. Bar Brawling 6 for Rage mode. Hi, Paul. How do you like being replaced? You used to be spooky and scary, but you're not anymore. I think you should launch a protest. Make Paul great again. Bye! Jeez. I just hit the other building. Some ammo. I have also been told that this type of ammo, for one reason or another, is good for the bugs. I don't understand why they would be. And they will probably be patched very, very soon. Because you're not allowed to have fun. This is a bad idea to jump all the way down here. Okay. You just hang out right there. Thank you for that. Deposit. That straight looks like you pooped that bag, dude. Got a whole daggone band in my back pocket, dude. I like the sound effects. It lets me know when the effect is working. It'd be nice if the effect just worked like it was supposed to, and you knew it was working like it was supposed to because it wasn't constantly bugged. You didn't need an entire band in your back pocket when effects were just working. I'm being salty. I've been here for 5 seconds. I'm being salty. Hello? Oh, that's not good. You gonna lock me in here with Nurse Ratchet? Back off, lady. Oh my gosh. Is she dead? She might be dead. Ed, he wanted you to hold his head. Just like denied. Heal head, medical journal. I can make the first aid kit. Cool. And I can make an AK-47 machine gun. I was actually waiting on parts for that, and I have not found enough parts yet. Tactical warfare. Now I probably need like an additional part in order to make the next level of... Oh, I missed that pile of books, dude. Ed, where are you going, dude? Hey, how are you guys? That other zombie just straight up turned around and went in the other direction when he saw that I already had a charge on my baton. Wow. Let the bodies hit the floor, dude. Come here, Ed. Yep. Go under the desk. Exactly. That looks immersive. Yes. I guess I'll check some parts or something like that whilst I'm waiting for me to get my stamina back. Vehicles and lever action. There we go. Did we get anything good for all of that effort? Couple of books.
Here is your reward.
I'll take your crafting bundle because I like books.
And a wagon train rolling into town.
Okay. There you go. Do you have anything good? Like motorcycle pieces. Open. Let's read all those. There goes that whole percussive thing going on in my back pocket. Are your eyes redder than they usually are? What are you back here snorting? Is it all the chemicals? You can tell us. It's the apocalypse. Who's gonna sit here and judge him, you know? Oh, also, I don't think I showed it this morning, but I went through and plugged up the gaps that were inside the building, except for over here and over here. So hopefully this whole side over here, I did do that side too. This whole side over here should be safe during a storm. At least I hope so. Got him? It's a trick shot he did not appreciate. I have to ask you not to get up again, sir. Thank you. Ooh, another legendary part. And those are scavenger boots, reduce salvage stamina. Useless. So, question, because this is the very serious question here. Exactly what it is, what it is, what is it that the Fun Pimps are actually after? Because I'll be honest with you, with this latest update, the B7, I have noticed way more high-powered ammunition all across the board in just one day than I have seen in the last 2 versions of the game. So I'm wondering if it was intentional that people should be able to shoot the plague spitter bugs or whatever with those. And if it's true, do we need to worry about it disappearing later on? Because a lot of times if people find a cool new thing that they're doing, and they use it a lot, it is taken away. So is this one of those things that we should get used to because this was intentional, or is it something that was intentional that will get taken away because it's too effective and people figured it out too quickly or something? Hello, housekeeping. It's a gun safe, and I have... See, I'm finding so much more high-powered. Okay, you guys let me know. Are you seeing a whole lot more high-powered in yours too? Alright. Oh, by the way, I did, that is so loud. I made myself a pickaxe and then realized how much stamina per block damage it was and realized this was better. Mainly probably because it's a tier 3. If it was a tier 3 pickaxe and a tier 3 wrench, it probably would not be better, but I'll just use my wrench until I find a better, or be able to make a better pickaxe. More high-powered ammo and another tier 1 pistol. I do need the cloth and everything, I don't think I have the patience today to do it, and I need like a win with this game. I need some refreshing change, some challenge. The feeling of adventure that I used to get, I really need that with this game for this week. So I refuse to obviously do that because I just put away all the ammo for this weapon. I refuse to sit around and harvest dumb things. Books! In the apocalypse. Books are your friend. Instead of surviving, instead of going out there and killing something to eat for dinner or whatever, read this book. There we go. Wake them up. It's just so not immersive what you just did. Not immersive at all. Not even a little bit. You didn't even try to walk around. Stop doing the unimmersive things, Frank! Now you're just flexing. What is this? What is that? Frank's a part of the YMCA, only he doesn't know how to spell. Not sure that she's dead. She is. Everybody's losing their head today. Haircuts are half off. Nice. I'm sure you could actually fit through there, yeah? Such a little butterball. That's all he is. Just a cuddly butterball of zombie flesh. Disgusting! I think they're actually outside, but instead of walking around, they're trying to beat through, like, the bottom block. Because of how they're coded now, which is, of course, dumb, but I think that's what they're doing. So they will eventually get over here. Awesome. Awesome, guys. The zombies are even more busted now than they were before. Modify? I think I'll actually do a swap on there. And then modify and put that in there. Alright, let's go find the dummies. You had a perfectly open door to walk around. You're sitting there busting up that block. Okay. I don't know exactly what version it was, but there was a version where they played around with a random AI that would cause the zombie to do some random thing, walk in a different direction, do some rather peculiar things for a zombie, like, for instance, the zombie might be looking at you and it would just stop what it's doing and go over there and beat on a wall for no reason. And I started referring to this as Fluffy-itis because when it first showed up, it was the Fluffy character, or the bowler style character. He was actually just the Hawaiian before he became the bowler too, because he multi-classed. It was just the Fluffy character that had it to start with, and on the next version, that disease, for lack of a better phrase, infected some of the other zombies, where zombies would just, like, instead of pathing towards you like they were supposed to, they would just randomly walk off and go do something else. And I started referring to this as fluffyitis. And now there's like this new strand of fluffyitis, which makes it to where zombies are just like beating on a block that makes no sense except if you understand coding in a game. Because they coded the zombie to act like that, and it is in such an unimmersive way for a zombie to path as to break immersion. There is a perfectly open door here. And because this is a zombie hidey hole, where they want the zombie to come out and scare the player or whatever, you know, because we're not allowed to sneak and stuff. Because even though stealth is a capability in the game, they don't like it when you stealth kills. So they made it to where zombies can hide in these little cubbies and come out and sneak at you. Well, the problem is even though there's a perfectly good hole here, and these blocks right here have obviously got lower hit points, this zombie is trying to break through this tiny little block here for no damn reason. So now, guys, we have a new strain of fluffyitis. This is like fluffyitis 0.2. Or something. I don't know. We need a good name for it, guys. Let me know down in the comment section what the name of this new version of fluffyitis should be. You know what? We need to get all of this wood. So, let's go turn this in. And we're going to get our reward. Do we have enough time? I don't think we have enough time. But we're doing 2 days in one. As long as everybody is still enjoying these 2 days in one, I will continue doing them. If people slack off on watching it, you know, and stuff like that, and I feel like people really aren't interested in the 2 days in one, I'll go back to 1 day. So you guys let me know. Hit the like button. Continue to watch the things and the stuff. And I will continue to produce more things and more stuff with some side-eye content and snarky results. Because some snarky comments, because I just can't help myself. I can't. Spit it. I've been lied to. You guys said it did it in 1. That is such a fib. That's in 1. And I got slow on me. That is such a lie. Was it already nerfed? Don't do it again. Stop. Hold on. And I have an infection. Was it already nerfed? Are you for serious, though? You just spawn another one back behind me? This game's cheating. Cheats and hacks, and I don't like it. Okay, wait. You're not supposed to be able to come in here with me. This was tested already. You're not supposed to be able to do that, apparently. That has been changed, too.
I knew I could count on you. Here you go.
What is this reward, Bob? A BS book and a BS book. I'll take the gunpowder, I guess. May I see your inventory?
Slap my toolbox and call me a mechanic.
You're supposed to be a mechanic, aren't you? I could have swore people just told me that the AP ammo took those guys out in like 1 shot. So has that already been nerfed? And if it has been nerfed, is the reason why we're seeing more AP ammo is because they heard about this and said, haha, they think it's going to help them, so up the AP ammo inside containers? What is going on exactly? So I did actually start out trying to make the cement mixer, and I was able to make the cement mixer, so a day where I was actually able to accomplish the thing I set out to do. Alright, it is now morning of day 20, and I have just been spending the evening time working on this over here, and gathering the resources for yet another dew collector. And some more lockpicks, because I'm tired of beating on stuff and things. I am out of mechanical parts. That's something we need to go and get some of today. And, oh, that looks like absolute crap, but it's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's going to work, guys. I also picked our crops over here. I planted nothing but blueberries today, because why? I felt like it. Screw the apocalypse and everything it wants from me. I want blueberries. There's a lot of interested screamers out there that are probably going to come over and have a couple of things to say about that, because they suck. Alright, let's go. Let's go. I did not pick up a mission, so first things first, we need to go grab a mission and get on that, and we need to gather up some resources. I could probably go around my base also looking for resources, but I guess first things first, we probably need to take care of the zombies that are sitting on my front yard. I ask you to stop your things. Make sure I don't have any slightly invisible cheating bad guys. There we go. Hey, how are you? I'm out of stamina. Could you hop over the fence, please? Thank you. I appreciate you. Charp is 15. I'll go ahead and get that so that I can go ahead and get my stuff working full steam ahead. Do you have anything else that I wanted to go ahead and get? I think I more or less got everything that was exceptionally important right that second. What about some nerd boots? Do we want some nerd boots?
Thank you very much.
Disgusting. Let's go drop this inside the 2 collector. I was like, well, wait, no, we won't. No. If we're gonna be attracting bad guys, we should at least be attracting bad guys with the full effort that this tarp can implement. You know what I'm saying? Because obviously collecting dewdrops in the desert causes extra heat. Everybody knows you have to have heat in order to have moistness. And that is exactly what we're going for up here in this attic, is lots of hot moistness. Which should obviously attract a screamer or 5. Do I have any points? I have 2 points. Have I done any challenges lately? I got wood. Awesome. We are all up in this intellect tree right now. We are trying to get to where we can get to intellect level 9 just as quickly as possible, which this is 3 points, so I still need 1 more. I hate to have to... This aloe has taken over my mini bike. I hate to have to pump points in there as hard as I am, but you know how it is. If you don't pump hard enough, it's just not going to get the job done. And we need the job done for this baton. And if you took that the wrong way, congratulations, you got it the way I meant it. Let's go ahead and get this. I've got like a day to build myself a horde base. It sucks, I haven't even started on one yet. I can imagine this is probably going to go over very well, but it's fine. Good morning! I love the drum roll in my back pocket. Hello, housekeeping! My package is all the way upstairs. Sorry, dude. That was a bit premature. I thought I was loading. Apparently I was not. It was already loaded. Whoops. Our package should be up here somewhere. Are you okay, dude? You should really sue. That is a hazard. Hello? Don't... Okay, that... You can't sue. I saw that. That was intentional. Okay, I'll wait here. Okay. Are you done? Alright. Now go back over there and try it again. Why are you guys falling down one by one? Come out of the attic. Jeez. How do you like being replaced? You were supposed to be the bad mama jamma in this entire series. Everybody was supposed to be afraid of you and your slippity slappity feet. But no, you weren't good enough. Oh, he did not appreciate me saying that, guys. There could be problems. There could be problems. Zombie revolt. You're gonna eat up all of my lockpicks I just made. Really gonna force me into doing lockpicking? I guess. Am I hearing a guy downstairs? Oh, hi. I've been sitting here waiting for this guy this whole time, thinking it was a guy that was in here. No, it's you. They're making noise. And I guess I was supposed to have gone around. Oh well. Hey. Gold Rush, it's volume 3. Hey, I can do wooden clubs, not that I need to. Radiated damage, plus 5% on nomad gloves. Alright, what's in the box? Books, books, and more books. Iron tools quality 5 are actually probably worth me doing. Nice. A point well spent. Good heavens. I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. Take those. And another tier 3 bat for some reason. So far, no troubles. I'm not sure exactly how I need to put the difficulty and speed of the zombies right now for it to actually feel balanced. So I might go back and up the difficulty back and keep the speed as it is to see if I can find a good balance. So far, I seem to be doing okay. Probably because I'm not having as many freezes and stuff like that. That might actually account for a whole lot of the problem. There might have been a serious amount of lag I was not realizing was existing. I'll take the lockpicks this time. May I see your inventory? And I will sell you all of that. Well, in that case, we probably should spend a little bit of time working on the horde base. Because it's gonna be very, very dire if I don't do anything about that. I think what we're gonna do is go straight across the street and put our horde base right in here. Let's go check to see if there's any bad guys in here. Sleeping bacon. It's so cute. I'm going to guess that they made these boar non-aggressive. It looks like they threw that in my backyard. It'd be rude to not go get it. Hey, a tier 3. Now let's do a comparison here. Let's do a comparison here. Okay, tier 3, we do 55 black damage for 18 stamina, or we do 45 black damage for 16 stamina. So this one's actually going to be better now. Nice. Better. And then we'll make ourselves a flaming wrench, because everybody needs one of those. Okay. Back to cleaning up the horde base area. I said this time I was actually going to make them make a base that forces them to squat down. How do I want to do that? What if I go off in 2 different directions? 2, 3. Actually, I could probably just build with what? They can't shoot through blocks anymore according to all of the current lore that we have. So if I wanted to use... which one is it? It's not the pole, it's not this one, it's one that's slightly thicker than that. Catwalk plate? Maybe. On face. Now, I also use a turret, and that's going to be one of my things that I'm going to need to use. So... yeah, just start crafting that. I need to go cut down some trees. You know what? Let me work on one side of this at a time and get it upgraded. And then I will do the other side, or at least attempt to copy it to the other side. I'm thinking, since they have a problem with slowing down whenever they're going through their horde night stuff, that if we make it hard angles and stuff like that, they will have a hard time adjusting their pathing. Do I do another squat down area? I feel like I do a squat down area and then bring it back here. And by a drop area, I mean just a chance for them to drop, not a it's always going to work, they're always going to drop type of situation, which is basically you do this and then you put like that. So a squat down area here and a drop area there. Do both sides to where they connect up to this, and then from here, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably, maybe even 6. To here, this is where my base is. But all of this is pretty close together, and if they have to constantly change angles, especially if they're having to stand up, sit down, whatever, you know, turn around, a hokey pokey, and everything else that they have to do, maybe more of them will fall down. Plus, I will also have my turret sitting over here at some point, probably around about here, knocking some of them off. Makes me feel like I need to get a zombie up here and test it. Well, I'm glad I started working on it today, because this is going to take a lot more wood than usual. Of course. Yeah, I'm not fighting with you. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope, 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 nope. Did that actually just give me cobblestone blocks? That is huge. Huge. I can do a nail gun quality too. Do not touch this tree. I'm working on this tree. I can tell you this is going to make it very, very complicated to fix. Guys, your guess is as good as mine on whether or not that's even going to work. I have no idea. My bad. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't get it. It still doesn't seem like it's working very well. Think I've been sold a bill of lies? Okie dokie. Holy crap. Nice. I mean, it's not completely built, but at least one side of it is basically put together. Yes, please do come over here and try this beast for me. I would greatly appreciate you trying out the beast. There you go. She's pathing it. And she fell. Awesome. Oh, there's a full-on horde coming. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we're gonna test it then, aren't we? Sure. Sure. Why not? Go around, Karen. Why are they just sitting over there? What are you guys doing? Alright, alright. You guys figure it out. I will shoot you, Frank. Keep walking. You too. Come on back down here. Uh-huh. Now I'm infected? Are you serious, though? Okay. We're just gonna pause it right here. I hate to leave you guys on a cliffhanger with the horde that's playing around in my base as I am building it, but I will see you guys in our next episode where we not only finish our base, fight the horde that we currently have, and fight our day 21 horde. I think I will be taking the difficulty level up, so I have a feeling that this horde might despawn whenever I sign out and sign back in, but I think going up to warrior, as long as I leave the speeds down a little bit, now that we know that all zombies are affected by the storms, I think we'll be okay. So I will see you guys in the next one. You have a wonderful day, and for now, and you stay shiny. Bye!